So I built myself a 4-foot wooden kicker to fix my horribly designed dirt jump. It's got a nice landing, but the takeoff never really worked. It was too short. So I got tired of working with dirt, so I figured I'd build a nice wooden kicker. I didn't go with any plans, just started and kind of went with it. How I built this, started with two 2x12s. I knew that they were needed about a 10-foot long 2x12, but it in the end I had to cut them in half, and I'm using a 12-foot radius on this jump. It's what I do on all my jumps now, and it was pretty easy to cut the 2x12 at a 12-foot radius. You can see the curve. You can cut it with just a normal saw. You don't need a jigsaw or anything like that. And so I cut those, and I overlapped them a foot, and you can kind of see the overlap here, and then screwed them together. And I made sure that it was wider at the bottom than at the top, so it gets the 2x12s are on the inside at the top. And then I put 4-foot wide 2x4s, and I just fasten them up with a space in between each. It's pretty straightforward. I think I left about 42 inches between the 2x12s. I then stuck the plywood on, and I just screwed it and clamped it as I went. So I'd clamp and then screw a couple rows, and went really easy. I ran out of very expensive plywood, so I used a few more 2x4s. And then I cut the bottom. That was fairly straightforward. And how I marked it was I made a square, and because I wanted about 2.5 inches of material at the very bottom on the 2x12, and then I stuck a 2x4 on the bottom, which came in handy. I put my braces on them. You can kind of see the braces in there. I did put a 2x4 on the end just to make sure nothing would fail, and I put a cross brace. I might put one more cross brace in, but you can kind of see it. It's really solid. Lets me drag it around, adjust it, and yeah, it's a good little lip, and nice. It was actually a lot easier to make than I expected. So that's a tour of a neat little wooden kicker. Not very hard. A few 2x4s, a couple 2x10s, and fairly inexpensive. So pretty neat.